This video is going to be covering Grass Knot Breloom in Pokemon Go. Is it good in PvE? Is it good in PvP? Should I power one up? Do I even want that attack? Well, I'm going to be going over that with you right now. And if you want to know about my stylish glasses, well then check the post credits. So starting out with the PvE content, we do have Groudon and Kyogre going on right now. So I got these raid graphs here. I apologize that they're not all polished and dotted up like my other ones are. Been really busy lately. But you can see here, Breloom. Really good DPS against Groudon. This is the Groudon raid using Dragon Tail and Earthquake, using Go Battle Sim results, using level 40 Pokemon. No dodging with best friendship. This dot here, this mystery dot, that's Kyogre. Dragon Tail, Earthquake. Breloom doing really good in DPS. Like as good as basically everything else that's good in DPS. And right next to it, Weavile. Also really good in DPS. And all the way down here we got Roserade. And Roserade's actually pretty good for DPS. It's just against this particular moveset, Dragon Tail Earthquake, Roserade can't consistently get off a Solar Beam, which is why Roserade's kind of fallen off to the side here. Against other movesets, Roserade is admittedly much better. So Breloom, pretty hot in the DPS department. Then going over to Kyogre Blizzard. Why am I talking about Kyogre Blizzard and not Kyogre Hydro Pump or Thunder? Well, I haven't done the Hydro Pump graph yet, so yeah, still working on my Kyogre Groudon content. Sorry guys. Alright, but Blizzard, the set that will OHKO Breloom, how's it doing here? Well, still, really respectable DPS. Now, Luxray, Electivire, Raikou, and Mewtwo, and Melmetal, of course, they can all tolerate Blizzard pretty well, and then because of that, they're able to get off more charge moves, and because they can get off more charge moves, well, they're going to be doing more damage per second overall throughout the fight. Because what's graphed is their average DPS, not their moment-by-moment DPS. But yeah, as you can tell, Breloom with the Grass Knot, very respectable on the level of Zapdos and Jolteon, so definitely a great Grass-type Pokemon for raid content. What's even cooler about Breloom is that its breakpoints, even with clear weather, so it's neutral weather and clear weather breakpoints on Bullet Seed, are less than level 35. I don't have the numbers written down right now, but less than 35. This suggests that if you want to get this kind of value out of your Breloom, well, you can just catch a weather-boosted Shroomish, boosted by cloudy and clear weather, both very common weather types, and just evolve it and make sure it's got Bullet Seed and it's ready to rock. So I think that's a really good option for, you know, more casual players or low investment players like myself. I'm both casual and low investment. Hardcore about the numbers though, right? So I can support my casual life. But yeah, Breloom, really good. Really nice option for raids. Now, is it the best grass type? I really wouldn't say it's the best. I think that title definitely goes to Frenzy Plant Venusaur, or perhaps even Alolan Executor, depending on how much you value the resistances and TDO, total damage output, which is basically tankiness, versus the damage per second, or speed. Another high DPS option that is a little bit out of favor in these two particular graphs is Roserade. I don't have anything too particular against Roserade, so I wasn't purposely trying to make it look bad. But yeah, it definitely looks bad in these graphs. Actually, I'm lying. I hate Roserade and I hate people. I'm messing with y'all. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I just don't like Solar Beam. Yeah, so when it comes to the garden of optimal grass type Pokemon, you know, you got Venusaur, Alolan Executor, Roserade, well, Breloom. Breloom's now in the club, so really nice Pokemon. And if you do want to max one out, you get the Lucky Trade or something, or you catch the Hundo. I don't think that you'll be disappointed in your investment for PvE content like raids. Now, flipping things around, other side of the force, gymming content. Gym defense and offense is kind of falling out of flavor with the type effectiveness update. Beating down gym defenders is much easier than it has ever been. But if you want an easier way to beat down these gym defenders, well, bulky waters are still the hotness. And Blissey, well, Blissey's not going anywhere. And what's cool about Breloom is that you can use Counter, Dynamic Punch, and the powerful Grass Knot to blaze through all of those types of threats. Now, of course, you are going to have to spend a ton of Stardust to get the second move. And of course, the gym has to be like set up in the right way for you to even get that niche advantage. And of course, that glitch where your second unlocked move disappears needs to stop happening. But if all these conditions are met, well, then it's going to be awesome. So with that in mind, I think that kind of niche usage is really only for the bored and bourgeois as far as Stardust goes in Pokemon Go. I know y'all are out there and are very serious about your Pokemon, so just letting you guys know, niche advantage. Might want to drop a couple 100,000 Stardust on that boy, right? But definitely not something someone like me would want to use. I just switch Pokemon and have a good time. If you were to use Breloom in this way and try to find some crossover usage with PvP, then that could be a better justification than just wanting to have a better gymming experience. But I do want to caution you guys that I don't think that Grass Knot is a good PvP move for Breloom specifically. And to go over the details of this, I'm going to go to pvpoke.com. A really awesome website. Link in the description to it. I really suggest using it if you want some good spot sims. Definitely get stuff done in an easy way. So let's check out Breloom here. Breloom, really nice Pokemon. I like using the counter set with Dynamic Punch. Counter, really busted move in PvP, and a really good Pokemon in the Great League. I imagine a lot of people have been meeting success with Breloom in their Boulder Cups. And the standard set is to use Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Seed Bomb. Now, one Pokemon that Breloom is an expert at taking out is Whiscash, right? So you got Whiscash, it's got Mud Shot, it's got Blizzard, it's got Mud Bomb. And for these types of simulations, it's always most fair, in my opinion, to just go with one shield. So you click Battle. Bam, 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 here's them all fighting each other. What's the outcome? Well, of course, the Grass type beat the doubly weak Water Ground type Pokemon. I mean, of course. You'll look down here, and you'll see that, like, Whiscash never used Blizzard. Well, the way the sim works is that, it does the baiting shield thing. So it threw out the Mud Bomb, knowing that the opponent would shield, so then it could, like, try to get to Blizzard a little bit faster. But it wasn't fast enough. Seed Bomb launched before it would be able to launch Blizzard, so it didn't even try. It just threw out the Desperation Mud Bomb and then took its lumps, right? And yeah, can't beat it. Well, let's say that Breloom here was using Grass Knot. Oh dang. Oh dang. Somebody was a little bit too slow, and someone else got the Blizzard off. Now, of course, this situation happens if the Whiscash here is able to bait the opponent with the Mud Bomb, but I don't know, a matchup that Breloom was 100% winning before, now losing, doesn't bode well for Grass Knot Breloom. And you might think, right, Swag, you can circumvent it with the slightly higher EPS Bullet Seed. One, I think that's a terrible idea because Counter is such a busted attack and it really defines Breloom and gives it a lot of power in a variety of matchups, where the Bullet Seed fast move kind of holds it back in a lot of matchups. So I think holistically that's a bad idea. But as you can see here, bam, doesn't really matter. You do a little bit extra damage to this specific Pokemon that's doubly weak to grass type damage, I mean, of course. But you're still losing the fight. Yeah, Blizzard still happening and taking Breloom out. And the thing is I'm seeing this situation happen in a lot of matchups for Breloom. Fights that Breloom should be winning or otherwise would be winning, even with Bullet Seed to help out with the activation time, it's just too slow. Grass Knot, powerful move, higher DPE than Seed Bomb, but that distance that it causes, the 10 extra energy is just 10 too much. So that is my base assessment on Breloom. Now, I don't want to sell Bullet Seed Grass Knot Breloom too short because I'm sure that there are niche uses for it that just aren't being met in these specific scenarios, right? You could sit back and say, like, in the Great League, Venusaur, Ivysaur, Sceptile, or Meganium just kind of do Breloom's job better if Breloom isn't using Counter, but people know what to expect from those Pokemon. And if Breloom is doing something counterintuitive, like using Bullet Seed instead of Counter, and using Grass Knot instead of Seed Bomb, well, then your opponent's expectations of the fight aren't proper, And if you're throwing them off, that might be enough to get you the win. So I don't want to sit here and say Breloom with Grass Knot is garbage. I'd say overall it's less consistent than the superior Counter and Seed Bomb set, but I'm not going to sit here and deny it completely from a shot at greatness. So yeah, that's my assessment there. Take with it what you will. Now, Breloom is also good in other leagues too. I know that it can compete well in the Master League. If you look at my Master League graphic, I got Machamp on there, and Breloom is an also grass type Machamp effectively, right? And that Seed Bomb can get it some niche wins that Machamp's missing out on. Overall, Machamp's a bulkier Pokemon, might be a little bit more consistent for what it's used for, but Breloom definitely should not be counted out in the Master League. So doubling back, if you want to do that niche gym slamming moveset, I'd say Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Seed Bomb might be the superior choice overall for a maxed out Breloom. So that is my light assessment of Grass Knot Breloom. Overall, really nice for PvE content like raids, low investment option. You can just have to catch a weather boosted Shroomish and you're ready to rock and roll. For PvP content, I think it'd be mindful to evolve a couple that are good for those leagues, just so you have them in case something changes or something gets discovered. But overall, I think Seed Bomb is the better choice, which is to say, Breloom is a really good PvP Pokemon, just without Grass Knot. If you like this content, comment below, let me know what's up. If you noticed that I kept saying Breloom every now and then, that's how I've been pronouncing Breloom my whole life. If it caused any misophonic triggers, I apologize, trying to do better here. And if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more, well then make sure to subscribe to SwagTips. And if you're curious about the glasses, yeah, they're not prescription or anything. I'm mostly wearing them for this video because I'm tired and my eyes look terrible. So I'm just like trying to cover that up a little bit with the glasses. Now, as far as these glasses go though, I didn't just buy them for fashion, to be stylish. Now, I actually got them for my telemetry technician job I had a while back. Telemetry technician is you're basically staring at these computer monitors for 12 hours straight, watching all these lines go up and down, making sure everyone's heart rhythm is doing fine at the hospital. And within the first week of working that job, I noticed my eyes just like hurt. And I started having these like light vision problems. So I got these glasses. They've got like a blue tint to them. I mean, not blue tint, they got a yellow tint to them to block out blue light a little bit to cause less strain on my eyes. And that's why I own them. To be quite honest, I should probably wear them a lot more often when I'm, going over numbers and stuff. Protect my eyes a little bit more. Wear glasses while you work with computers so you don't have to wear glasses in the future.